Hey, yo! All right. Well, we are live now and broadcasting on both channels. So we're going good. And Abby still can't hear me. He still can't hear me. All right.
You're not missing much, Abby. Don't worry. I'll be the translator. I will translate Wookiee.
He'll be the interpreter.
That'd be fucking. I'll do that. That's my job tonight.
There you go.
Yeah, right.
Abby, I'll make sure I tell you nothing that Wookiee's actually saying. I'll completely fucking make it all up.
There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, let's welcome to the show everybody. Everybody is T-Bunny to my immediate left. And then we have below me is Kurt from Eccentric Comics. And then we have Abby, someone who can't hear me on the lower left down there. Lovely. Yes. He can't hear me this way.
Oh, he's saying Abby. He thinks you look completely ridiculous and he's embarrassed to have you on the show.
Yeah, it's not the norm. Not the norm.
He's simply saying that you can't hear him.
Yeah, well,
I'll be the translator.
Well, I would say how's things going, Abby, but you can't hear me, so I guess it doesn't matter.
He says, "How things going, Abby? Abby, tell us how you're doing."
Well, it's great that I can't hear Wookiee because I can't hear the bullshit coming out of his mouth. All the lies, all the conspiracy theories, the crackpot theories that he has.
Speaking of conspiracy theories, holy shit.
We're envious. We're just grateful that the show isn't about K-pop again. I'm never gonna let you live that down.
K-pop, there you go, baby. K-pop.
I think we need to take away a streaming card for that one.
No. Not at all. Funny, how are you doing tonight?
The silent picture thing tonight. That's what it is.
How's it going, buddy?
That's what he wants to do.
Got your beard back?
A little wore out.
Yeah.
You look it.
You got your beard back. Your beard is coming back. You're starting to look like the normal bunny again.
Yeah, I can recognize it. Looks good, man.
Oh yeah.
Are you and I the only ones who can fucking hear? I swear, like Abby's mic is all staticky. He can't hear you. T-Bunny is he here still?
I don't know. Something's up.
Now,
so.
Is it your internet connection? Look, everyone's blinking out.
I'm here. I'm just
I'm here.
It's my connection. It's my connection, man.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm still working on it.
Well, T-Bunny, your beard looks good, man. I
got a delay. I get more of the two faces on the screen.
That's fine.
Appreciate it. Working on it.
Cool.
Mr. Kurt, how are you doing this evening?
I'm fucking fabulous, dude. Loving life. No, I'm tired from the events. I just I shut off I'm done. I'm like, you pick up the news, dude. I'm tired of listening to this shit. No, I'm serious. It sucks. I mean, I don't have TV. I told when they installed the internet, I said, don't install. I don't want a TV. And they're like,
yeah,
comes with the package, man. I said, I'm gonna fuck. I don't want it. Okay. And so all my news is on Twitter, X.
Yeah.
And even now, I'm tired of. I'm just like, now I'm looking at just pretty pictures and stuff. I'm like, I'm so burnt out. No, yeah, I'm like there's so much going on, dude. I'm just like, oh.
No, I totally hear you. I totally hear you. Yeah.
So what's the first topic, Wookiee? Let's begin. Let's start this.
We're gonna talk a little bit about old Jimmy Kimmel.
Well, I think that it was finally proven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, go ahead, Bunny.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I think it's proven once and for all that if Trump told people to stop breathing, they would.
Dude. So so insane.
Oh, we'll get to that one soon enough.
It's like number 10 on the list.
Stop breathing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Kimmel
Hey,
here.
put that asshole up here.
Yeah, well, you know. Apparently, the Sinclair and Nexstar broadcasting companies decided that they were going to go ahead and put Jimmy Kimmel back on the air in their markets. I think they got leaned on by somebody, in my opinion, because they were pretty damn adamant a few days back that he ain't come. We're going to preempt him. We ain't doing nothing like that with Jimmy Kimmel anymore. But now all of a sudden they're going to do that. So Sinclair and Nexstar, the broadcasting station owners that took Jimmy Kimmel Live off the air amid criticism of the host's comments about assassination of Charlie Kirk, said that the show will return Friday night on their ABC affiliate. So that's tonight. Gotta love it. Yeah, our objective throughout this process has been to ensure that the programming remains accurate and engaging for the widest possible audience, Sinclair said in a statement on Friday afternoon. Imagine that. And a few days ago, you were pretty adamant about not wanting, to have a show back on for whatever reason.
Yeah.
Well,
someone shot up a ABC studio or something, right?
Yeah, in Sacramento, some guy drove by, did a drive-by on the place, shot half a dozen bullets in through the window of the station.
Yeah.
So yeah.
They say that's why they snapped, because they didn't want to deal with that kind of crap.
It's a possibility. I can't blame them.
Right.
There's a lot of weirdos and whack jobs out there right now.
Mm-hmm.
They're just coming out of the woodwork like you would not believe.
Dude, ever since the Charlie Kirk assassination, it's just it is. It's like they opened the floodgates on craziness. It's just weird.
Shit.
Weird.
It's gone completely bonkers.
Yeah.
So they continue on saying that we take seriously our responsibility at local broadcasters to provide programming that serves the interests of our communities, while also honoring our obligations to air national network programming, said the company, which owns and operates 30 ABC affiliate stations in 27 markets. Imagine that, ABC. That's right after they got shot up.
Yeah.
And then roughly 3 hours later, Nexstar said it was also bringing back Kimmel's programming on its dozens of ABC affiliates. Sinclair and Nexstar, which together own 70 ABC affiliates across the U.S., announced last week they would preempt airing of Kimmel's talk show after the comedian criticized Republicans for their response to Charlie Kirk's killing. Federal Communication Chairman Brendan Carr, who regulates the broadcast television industry, accused Kimmel of the sickest conduct possible. Yeah, I would say, yeah, I agree with that. Disney, the owner of ABC, briefly suspended Kimmel before resuming production on his show on Tuesday. The return episode drew more than 6 million total views, even though it wasn't available in more than a quarter of the U.S. households, thanks to the Nexstar and Sinclair blackouts. Sinclair insists Friday that its decision to preempt the programming was independent of the government interaction or influence. Yep, that's what everybody was saying. They considered a free speech thing. I highly doubt that, given that his show has consistently been losing money year after year, and of the top three talk shows, his was number 3. So they were just canceling him out left and right.
B-Dog's in the chat.
Awesome, B-Dog. How's it going? B-Dog in the chat. Hola. Yeah. Kimmel's a little bitch. Yeah. I agree with that. But yeah, so this whole thing with Sinclair and Nexstar, you know, I don't know. I mean, it's just a lot of people on Jimmy Kimmel's side. It's funny how they all went. All the Hollywood people were talking about, oh, it's a freedom of speech thing. Oh, this, that, and the other thing. When it really was just a matter of bad taste and losing money. All the talk show, all the late night talk shows don't make the money like they used to back in the day. They're too political. They're too divisive. I mean, they already pretty much canceled the contract. I mean, once they're not renewing what's his name show, Colbert. His is not being renewed. When its contract is up, yeah, his contract is up. They're not renewing it. He's done. I'm pretty sure what's going to happen. My opinion is that the Jimmy Kimmel's whole situation, his contract is probably up in November, probably. I'm assuming, and he'll probably not get renewed because it's a ratings loser. It's a money loser for the advertisers and everything else. You just have to. Where the hell did Bundy go? Oh, he's down there.
Abby.
I'm right here.
Oh, where'd Abby
Abby
go?
typed in chat. He said, "Fuck the internet." So he's having
okay.
Issues.
He's having internet issues. Okay.
Apparently.
Well, hopefully he can figure them out.
Try to get back in here, Abby.
Yeah, hopefully he can get it figured out. But yeah, yeah, and the Kimmel thing, and his apology apparently on Tuesday night or whenever the hell it was pretty much just an empty, hollow apology.
Yeah.
To the family of Charlie Kirk. It's but that's not uncommon for.
Well, I unfortunately watched the whole thing.
Oh no! And how bad was it?
Let me summarize it for you. let me summarize it for you.
Go ahead.
Basically, I've got the sads about Charlie Kirk, and I didn't mean for you to misunderstand what I was saying, and so basically, I can't help that you misunderstood what I'm saying, but I'm a human being, and I deserve a second chance. And he went so low as he talked about Erica Kirk's. He talked about Erica Kirk talking about forgiveness, and that was the most important thing to him, and that forgiveness was the most important thing, and it's like he was preempting her saying that she forgave the guy who shot Charlie, and kind of like, well, if she can forgive that guy, then you can forgive me. That was the implication. Right. It was just obsequious and mealy mouthed, and he's like tearing up the whole entire time. It was just like, my God, dude,
they said he was playing the victim, like he was playing the victim, like he was.
Oh yeah, they all do. They're all these Hollywood.
Yeah, he was acting like he's a victim the whole entire time. Yeah.
Oh, what was me? What about me? Oh, I'm so me. Yeah, fuck off, Hollywood.
What really pissed me off was Adam Carolla the next day got on his show and says, well, Jimmy got in trouble for being inaccurate. Motherfucker. He will carry water for fucking Jimmy Kimmel all the way to the damn wall.
He will.
It ruins his entire reputation. He had Charlie. He had Charlie Kirk's best buddy on the day before, and expressing his how upset he was about what happened to Charlie, and then the motherfucker carries water for Jimmy Kimmel the next day. I do not get Adam Carolla at all.
It's too bad because
what does Jimmy Kimmel have on Adam Carolla?
Maybe I think Adam I think he hopscotches from the left to the right. I swear to God, because I always thought he was a lefty, but then he kind of came out as a righty, And then now I don't know what the fuck he is. But it's too bad because I think he's cool. It's just, it's like pick a side, man. You got to pick a side, you know?
Yeah, it's that's a shame. He's got to, basically stick up. I mean, I can understand he's his friend. They've been friends for decades, but still, wrong is wrong and right is right. And the shit that he spewed out of his mouth to get his fucking his show yanked was bad enough for such a shitty organization as Disney to do. You think about that. What he did freaked Disney out and freaked ABC out. And so they yanked his freaking show. Now for these squishy asses do that, they're freaking, but they'll bring him back on. I think somebody leaned on a lot of people to bring him back. But the funny thing is, I don't think he's going to be on there long. Several people that I follow on Twitter and also on YouTube are saying that he'll make it to the end of his contract, and then that's it. Goodbye.
Yeah.
He'll probably jump over and do some sort of podcasting thing after his contract is over. But they're not going to renew his show. Just like they're not going to renew Colbert's show. So those are gone. And who the fuck ever watches Jimmy Fallon? I don't know. Who gives a
yeah. Conan O'Brien. Is Conan still on? Conan O'Brien is still
on? He does some kind of.
I thought.
Go ahead, buddy.
He does a travel show. He does. Conan O'Brien retired from doing the late night show, and he's doing like a travel log show.
Okay,
but he's still a leftist piece of shit. He still throws his hat in the ring.
He was caught. He was one of those many celebrities on Twitter who were posting how Haiti's beautiful or something like that, or was it Haiti or some other piece of shit? It was a fucking third world shithole, and they're like posting pictures of themselves in the ocean, saying how the propaganda saying, "Oh, it's so beautiful here and safe and nice," and it's like, no, it's not. It's got some of the worst crime on the fucking planet, you asshole.
Yeah.
That's right after Trump called them a shithole country, right?
Yeah.
I thought it was Haiti. Maybe it was somewhere else. There's too many shithole countries. I get them confused.
Close enough. B-Dog in the chat says Kimmel's a fucking hypocrite, pile of shit. Yeah. We have all watched the Man Show. Fucking come on. Yeah. It was it was once a great show. I think the first 2 seasons, and after that, it went to shit.
Well, I mean, that dude did black.
Yeah, he did. He did an impression of frickin' Charles Barkley. Yeah. Jimmy Kimmel. I thought he was going to get killed for that.
Yeah.
He also did Oprah Winfrey.
Yes.
Oh.
No, he's.
Oh man.
He's got knee pads. He can get away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can. That's for sure. I don't know. But holy shit. The late night programming, the late night shows and talk shows can't hold anything to back. And I know he's a lefty, Letterman, but when you had the days of Letterman and Carson, it was they were the kings of late night TV.
Carson
definitely
somebody tried, I think it was Diane Sawyer or Barbara Walters was trying to nail Carson's politics down and get him to take a political side one way or another. And, just the usual, trying to get him to commit one way or another. And Johnny Carson's he's like, well, I'm here to entertain all of America.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
What I believe and what my political point of view is irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
to that.
Exactly.
He says, that's my job. I'm going to entertain all of America. And that's the reason why he was so successful.
He had political
But
type
Colbert actually said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he said he actually said I mean Colbert actually said, I am no longer entertaining half of America. I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was stupid.
He actually said that.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's just an idiotic statement to make. I mean, you know, I mean, even Letterman, and I know he was a lefty hardcore, he would still, take after Johnny Carson's lead, He would kind of try to stay, away from politics per se or taking one side or the other. I mean, until he got down to the end when he got stabbed in the back by, Leno, because Johnny was wanting him to take over the Tonight Show, and Leno came along and, and forced Johnny out a little early, and then he took over the show, and that kind of screwed Letterman out of getting the Tonight Show. But you would never know. I mean, if you watched either one of them back when they first started, like with Letterman, when he was back in the early 80s, you would never know if he was majorly political or not on either side. If he was Republican, Democrat, lefty, righty. Same with Carson. Carson had everybody on. Carson had Reagan on. Carson had a bunch of different type of people on. So he had controversial people on, but then he had like fucking Jack Hanna on with his monkeys and shit.
Yeah. He was an entertainer. That's how it was. But that was
Carson. Yeah, Carson
70s,
was.
Man. 70s,
yeah, Carson. 80s. Shit, Carson was doing that shit in the 60s.
Yeah,
he took over for Jack Carter in the 1960s.
That's right, black and white. I remember some of his shit was black and white. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
God damn, he was old.
Yeah, he took over in the 60s, and they were broadcasting out of New York.
Welcome back.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Abby?
Can you hear me?
Fuck the internet.
I hear you. I hear you.
I heard that.
Can you hear me, Abby?
Yes.
I heard that. Okay.
I can hear Kurt.
Can you hear me?
Can you hear Wookie?
I can hear Wookie.
Okay.
We're fixed. It's cool.
Thank God he can hear me now.
Now my ears will start bleeding.
Yes, there we go. I pretty much, back in the day, I pretty much stopped watching the late night shows once Leno took over. I watched a couple of, sporadic episodes of his, but he just lost me. And I loved it when frickin' Don Rickles came on and bitched him out for keeping him back in the green room for so frickin'. That was classic as hell.
Oh yeah,
that was a classic one. Holy shit! Frickin' Rickles frickin' tore him an asshole on screen on live TV too. It was great.
Yeah. Rickles, oh Christ! Now there's another unique guy. Don Rickles was
fucking tore Jay Leno apart.
Dude, but did you see? You've seen some of those where, dude, some of the best is when Don Rickles talks with Frank Sinatra. It's merciless.
Oh my
dude,
God,
it's nothing but mafia shit. Mafia. Everything's about the
exactly.
Mango guys, Bonanzo, two in the head tonight.
Fucking Sinatra can't stop laughing his ass off.
Oh my God,
he can't even say anything. He just laughs his ass off.
Yeah, Frank, he just laughs. He's just laughing.
Sinatra, I'll tell you what, Rickles, as far as I know and I can remember, Rickles, I think, is the only person who could get away with that shit.
Yeah.
With Sinatra, especially in front of Sinatra. He's
because
the only freaking human being that could have done that.
It was like
shit.
He was telling the truth.
He was.
It was like the truth was disguised in the joke, and it's like, and everyone knew it.
But Sinatra loved him so much
because
he made him laugh and just
all in the open. But he just was so fucking good at that. It was insane, man.
I loved watching Rickles on
the Merchant of Venom.
Yes,
the Dean Martin roast. You know what? I you're getting old because I'm like, I thought about getting the DVDs of the of those celebrity roasts.
Oh
I'm like,
God, yeah.
that's like something my grandparents would do. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with me? You know what I mean? But they're so good, dude. They just, oh
They
my
are.
God,
They
dude. Who's the guy always drinking and smoking? Dean Martin.
Dean Martin.
Yes.
Dude, he was constantly drunk. I mean, he wasn't a joke. He was drunk the whole fucking time.
Yeah. It's either a real
Sammy
good
Davis
ass
Jr.,
or a real good
you know?
bottle of bourbon. One of the two.
They're all like
Well,
smoking
the
drinking.
guy I liked that was always on there was Foster Brooks.
Oh God.
He's always acting like he's fucking hammered.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And see, that's what's sad. But it's this way across the board with especially movie stars, probably even sports, but definitely, you know, like movie stars, actors, all that stuff. They were so unique. These people, you could recognize them by face or by name. And then today, who the fuck is like that? Like none of these. I don't know. Like I don't know any name or face of a Hollywood celebrity probably under 50. You know what I mean? It's like it's shit. It's just everything's shit.
There is Sydney Sweeney.
Okay, her tits.
Yeah.
But have you seen any of her movies? I haven't.
Pants.
No.
Okay, so we all know why we know Sydney Sweeney is because she's a hot blonde with big tits. And you know, I thought about this the other day. I'm like, you'd think she was the only one on the planet. Do you know how many tens of thousands of hot blondes with big tits are on the planet? Go to Instagram. It's like an army. But what is it about Sydney Sweeney? Because it's
how many are on
it's propaganda. It's the media. It's
how many on OnlyFans? Yeah. Here's another piece of this week's excitement and fun. Comey indicted for alleged false statements, obstruction of congressional proceeding. About damn time.
So what's going to happen? Let's cut to the chase. What's going to happen? Is he going to jail or not?
Here's the thing.
Nothing.
Probably not much because actually, from what I understand and from what I've heard, he did give a false statement. Because congressional proceedings, especially hearings, are taken under oath. So you have a perjury oath.
That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, well, and so what he did is he did make some false claims or outright lies. However, he did it during this hearing. The hearing was held in Washington. He was doing it remotely, via teleconferencing from Virginia, where he lives. So that's why the case is brought up in Virginia, because that's where the perjury happened.
Yeah.
But so I don't think anything's going to happen, and here's why: because the judge has just been randomly picked. That's a Biden
judge. Yeah.
And so I don't think he's going to have any issue skating through this fucking thing at all.
Dude, the Trump administration hasn't done shit when it comes to payback. You know, they haven't arrested shit.
Well, I did understand. I did hear this. Here's this. This is, and this is how fucked up Congress is. Okay, there's I think someone said an estimate of 60 federal attorneys we're short on right now because the fucking Congress won't do anything. Mm-hmm. And they didn't fucking they didn't do a full recess, which prevented Trump from having any recess appointments. Okay. They've done that like 3 freaking times when they've taken these extended vacations. Mm-hmm. And he's the only president in fucking history that has not been able to do a recess appointment at all. Yeah. Because these bastards in Congress, Republicans, mind you, not the Democrats, fucking Republicans, especially the leaders of the Senate.
It's a fucking John Thune. It's fucking fucked up.
Those bastards, man. What a waste of fucking air those guys are. Yeah. But they caused a lot of shit where you don't have a lot of attorneys, so the DOJ can't do a whole hell of a lot if they're short on attorneys. And then because they're short on new people coming in, they can't really afford to fire all the other motherfuckers, the cheap backstabbing son of a bitch, liberal pieces of shit. Actually, leftists, not liberals, leftists. They can't get rid of those because they don't have no one to take their place. So they got to hang on to them, just like with the FBI. The FBI was supposed to purge like a bazillion people. You know how many they fired? Maybe 5,000.
Yeah.
Not even that, maybe 1,800. That's it for the FBI. Everybody else that's there, they've been there. They're all Biden people, or they're leftists, or whatever, Obama people. Okay? You can't get shit done. Or their people are leaking stuff. And then, for whatever reason, I know why. These fucking judges jump in when Trump's going to fire somebody that's from the patent office or some copyright bullshit. That's a political appointee now, okay? They're appointed, they can be fired. They're appointed by a president, they can be fired by a president. So they're part of the executive branch. And a judge steps in, oh no, you can't do that bullshit. Well, why not?
Well, somebody pointed out that it's not a partisan thing. It's a bureaucracy thing. These people really don't have any loyalty to anything but themselves and to the deep state. And so that's why they're so hard to like they might even they might vote Republican, but they're devoted to the deep state, and the deep state like takes care of itself. And so it's hard to like figure out who's who because their loyalty is not even to the United States, it's to the deep state. And so they're all in on it. And it doesn't matter who's the president, it doesn't matter who the cabinet is. You know, they're going to like take care of themselves and make themselves rich, and you know, and basically, you know, look after their own interests. And this has been building for a long time. NSAID, you know, when the USAID got ended, you know, you really saw that basically the whole entire U.S. government had become a piggy bank. You know, basically a whole money laundering operation. And all these people, they leave the government work and go work for these NGOs and that massive companies. And then as soon as the new administration comes in, they wind up right back in government work.
Right.
And they're all they all have mansions. They all live near Washington, D.C. And it doesn't matter, you know, who is in the Oval Office until the Doge started going through the books, until that started happening. And then as soon as Doge was going through the books, they started like getting attacked because, you know, they started like pointing out all the Social Security numbers of people that were 112 years old and things like that. And and all of this all gets funneled. And so Comey basically the only reason why Comey's got his head on the block is because he's so arrogant and thought he was so untouchable that he made mistakes that could actually be prosecuted. But he's just like the candle on the shit sandwich. You know, he's the birthday cake of shit. And so I mean, he's just the one stupid enough to be out front.
Yeah.
Tell us how you really feel,
But
Bunny.
it goes way further and deeper than him.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, there's no question. Yeah, he's just the confetti on the top. You know, he's the confetti on the top of the shit sandwich.
No, the moment that I knew that the deep state was a thing is when Comey basically enumerated all of Hillary Clinton's many crimes and then said that they're not going to prosecute her.
Yeah, exactly.
The moment that happened,
Holy shit!
I kid you not,
Destruction of
I actually pulled
devices.
over on the side of the road and stared at the radio and said, "Oh my God, it really is real. The
Yeah.
deep state is real."
Yep.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I just saw it. You know,
Yeah.
this evil, vile bitch from
Yeah.
hell is going to walk on the
Yeah.
most
Yeah.
egregious, crime that political, you know, I mean, she walked on Benghazi.
Right.
She walked on actually deliberately like destroying evidence. And he said,
Oh,
yeah, she
yeah.
destroyed the evidence, blah, blah, blah. And yes, she did this and she did that, but we're not going to prosecute her.
Yeah, exactly.
And I was like, oh
Yeah.
my God, you know, all the people she murdered,
Yeah.
all the crimes that she's committed, they're real and they're covering for her.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
And it was the first time I had that moment where they're all part of a club that you're not in.
Exactly.
That's the first moment I realized,
Yeah.
oh
Oh,
shit,
yeah,
they are
George
all part of a
George
club.
Carlin.
George
Steve
Carlin,
said it
yeah.
best.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, what year was when was that? What year was that?
That
Was
had to have been the
2018?
90s. That'd have been the
It was
90s.
the 90s. Yeah.
Wait a minute, that was
Yeah.
the 90s?
Yes.
Yeah.
95.
Jesus
He said it in
Christ,
he said it
seriously?
95 right before he died.
The whole bleach bitch shit where
Yeah.
she destroyed all that was 95?
No. The bleach bit thing. No.
No, the bleach pit stuff, that was 2015.
Yeah,
That's what I thought.
2015.
It was 2015.
So 10
Now,
years
Carlin said that you're
right
not.
before
It's
the
a big club and
election.
you're not in it. Back in 1995 at his concert.
95. So 20 years after Carlin said it, we saw the truth. You see
We
what
saw
I'm
it
saying?
firsthand right there
Well, how
on
the fuck
live
did Carlin know
TV.
this 20 years before? That's what I want to know. But
Well,
the fact that 10 years ago is when this shit started. That was the
see the
wake
shit.
up call. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
And is it changed? No.
Hell
no.
Trump's been in office fucking twice and it's still going on. So I don't know, man.
Well, the thing about it is Trump getting elected is what set all of this off. Trump is kind of like, you know, all the white blood cells of the deep state started collecting to expel Trump. And that's where we've got the whole Russian collusion when that started.
Right.
And
Hillary,
it's been going on ever since.
Hillary.
Everything that's happened since then, including 2020, including the shutdowns and everything, has been to cover up the Russian collusion thing. All of it, even the raids on Mar-a-Lago, even the January 6th, everything has been to cover up the fact that happened. You know, putting the the senile sock puppet into presidency, so they'd have time to cover it up. And they wanted to make sure. I mean, Biden, all of this is to cover for that one thing up because it's so egregious.
Yeah.
But Biden was installed like a cheap toilet. He wasn't elected.
No.
You know, we already know that. Where the fuck did the other 20 million freaking votes go that he supposedly got that knee pads didn't get?
It's amazing that that they're not doing anything about it. Everyone fucking knows. You know what reminds me of? Like the OJ murder. It's like everyone fucking knows he did it, but yet he's free. I don't understand.
Yeah, exactly. Well, he's dead now.
But I mean, it's like everything. It's like COVID. We all know it was a lie. I mean, flat out lies.
Yeah.
A mountain of lies. They were trying to basically convince us that the sky was fucking pink and purple.
Falling.
Like, no, it's blue. Falling. And they're like, no, it's pink and purple. No, it's fucking blue. I can see it's blue. And they're like, no, it's pink and purple. And you're going to go to jail if you don't think it's pink and purple. What?
Right.
You know, so they get away with that. They fucking get away with everything.
The 12 million people can vote in one election at 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Technically, that's after the election.
And they disappear by the time the next election comes around.
Yeah, they're gone.
So insane, dude.
They're gone. So let me
right.
Let me read this here real quick. Let me read this. Load of bullshit.
Hey,
here.
Put up the last comment. Put up the last comment.
Okay, this is of course I come on when you say the F word. Nice.
You caught me
Welcome,
in a
Danny.
rant. You caught me in a
Welcome.
rant, Danny.
Welcome, Danny. Welcome.
Hello.
Guys,
Let me read this little bit of intellectual property here. No one is above the law, Attorney General Pam Bondi says on X. Today's indictment reflects this Department of Justice commitment to holding those who abuse positions of power accountable for misleading the American people. We will follow the facts in this case.
You better believe it because Deep State Barbie told you so.
Yes.
She's a fucking waste. God, she's a waste.
They pretty much they got her number.
She should just be a fucking retired porn star. I mean, I'd bang her. You know, you gotta admit, for her age, you know. But what the fuck is she? I mean, she should be in a porn where she's a fucking attorney in an office, and some fucking dude bends her over, and there you go.
There you go.
She'd be more useful that way, you know, because she ain't doing shit. What the fuck is she doing?
No, she ain't doing squat. She's not doing anything. But you know, this whole thing, unfortunately,
should have been Gates.
This isn't going to be going anywhere. Oh yeah, Bill Gates. Fuck
no.
Yeah.
Matt Gates should have been the.
Oh
AG.
Yeah, it should have been him. And no, yeah, because those bastards in the Senate, especially the Republicans, knew he'd be the one. He'd be the bulldog going after all kinds of shit, sniffing out the blood in the water.
Yeah.
Finding where the bodies are buried. They don't want that guy, but they wanted her. She could be manipulated. Matt Gates, no, fuck no. He knows the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, this. I don't think this is going to get some press. Obviously, it's going to be bullshit. Comey's going to have an attorney. Blah blah blah. Okay. And then Pam Bondi
He's gonna walk. He's gonna fucking walk.
I think. And then they've got the judge. They've got the Biden judge. The Biden judge is gonna just kind of like, yeah, whatever, and then say some kind of, give some kind of stupid ass ruling, and fucking, and it's over. And Comey walks.
Well, they indicted him in Northeast Virginia. He's not going to be in D.C. He's in Northeast Virginia. But it's not much better.
But that's where the judge is, unfortunately. Northeast Virginia.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, the judge is in Northeast Virginia. Once again, if you're indicted by the judge, it'd be in Northeast Virginia. So that's where the grand jury is.
Yeah, and
so they managed to get him out of D.C., but not far enough.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's because he did Zoom calls from Virginia, and that's why they're where they're indicting him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
What?
Pray tell, B-Dog.
Uh-oh. You know the real elephant in the room.
Uh-oh. What's that? What's that?
What's that?
B-Dog?
Uh-oh.
The previous comment by Danny Mysteries on.
Oh, Pam, and Epstein Island Watch as a drowning victim. I see. Shit. Yeah. So let's move on to this wonderful little bit of psychotic bullshit. Yeah. Let's talk about the Tylenol bullshit.
Oh, the
Yay!
Tylenol. Yay.
Yay, Tylenol. Holy crap. So people have been losing their fucking mind on TikTok. Primarily it's white liberal females who happen to be pregnant. And because Trump said something about not taking Tylenol if you're pregnant or something to that effect, because the FDA was coming out to say that they had some findings and they were going to recommend some label changes on Tylenol because some of the studies that they have found are pointing a finger at a link between autism and using acetaminophen. So, as a painkiller. And there was a quote from
Acetaminophen.
whatever, acid. I don't know. What the fuck? Anyway, there's a quote that was given out by Tylenol themselves about their own product, recommending that pregnant women don't use this product while you're pregnant. Then Kenvu, who owns Tylenol, who owns Johnson & Johnson, has come out recently and said, well, that was taken out of context. Was it though? And so now there's some foreign studies that RFK Jr. and HHS FDA are looking at that are pointing to a possible link between cases of autism and the use of, acetaminophen or whatever the fuck whatever it is. So that product is possibly linked. And so now, all of a sudden, because Trump says, don't take it because if you're pregnant. And all these freaking liberal women are getting on TikTok and downing handfuls of fucking Tylenol or whatever, trying to own the orange man.
So sick, dude.
Own the orange man. So it says it's FDA responds to evidence of possible association of between autism and acetaminophen using use during pregnancy. Agency and
Acetaminophen.
whatever. Acidophilus.
Cinnamon.
Acid. Agency initiates safety label change and notifies physicians of possible link. So this came out on the 22nd, just a few days ago. So the U.S. Food and Drug Administration today initiated the process of for a label change for Tylenol to reflect evidence suggesting that the use of Tylenol by pregnant women may be associated with an increased risk of neurological conditions such as autism, ADHD, etc. The agency also issued a related letter alerting physicians nationwide. So Trump made a comment on what RFK Jr. is doing, and TikTok went stupid.
Yeah. Because TikTok is stupid.
Yeah, exactly. And so the FDA is taking action to make parents and doctors aware of a considerable body of evidence about potential risks associated with Tylenol, said the FDA Commissioner, Marty Makary. Even with the body of evidence, the choice still belongs with the parents.
No.
The precautionary principle may lead many to avoid using Tylenol during pregnancy, especially since most low-grade fevers don't require treatment. It remains reasonable, however, for pregnant women to use Tylenol in certain scenarios. Yes, but I've had a doctor tell me they would rather have me using Tylenol versus Aleve for sciatica. Well, fucking Tylenol don't work.
No.
Aleve does. But they all destroy some kind of fucking bodily organ you have, whether it's Tylenol or fucking ibuprofen or, Aleve. All three of those different drugs will mess with you if you use too much of it for too long. Even aspirin.
Any drug you're not supposed to take too much of.
Yeah, exactly. And even aspirin will mess you up for life if you're not careful.
Fucking orange juice will mess you up if you.
Well, can I tell you what actually happened?
Oh, okay.
What actually happened here is that the CDC used an AI to basically take all of the studies and collate them, and all of the trials and collate them, and basically come up with like a super summary. They haven't been able to do that before, AI. And so now they were able to like collate all of these different studies from across the world and across all disciplines, and were able to, because before this they had just like the assumption, it was on the bottle, and Tylenol was telling people, if you're pregnant, be very careful with your dosage, because there's certain trials that say that this is bad for an unborn fetus, and so we don't suggest that you take more than a small dose. That's always been in their stuff. In 2018, they actually had a campaign telling pregnant women, please don't use it very small and sparingly. And so this has been known for a while, but all this is just they managed to collate all the information and find a connection to autism that wasn't on the bottle, and it wasn't listed by the Tylenol company. And so all this was when RFKJ came in, he's been telling part of Maha movement was to find causal factors when it comes to autism.
Yeah.
And so this was him like fulfilling that campaign promise and saying, this is one of the many like causal factors that we've been able to like basically confirm. And we've been able to confirm it like because of this AI collection of all across all these disciplines. And so that's all they were announcing, was there is a definite causal factor between using overuse of Tylenol during pregnancy and the increase in autism. And so that's all this was supposed to be. And yet all of these crazy TDS affected bitches, decided, well, we're going to show him. And now they all have like liver shutting down because you take too much of acetaminophen, which is how that's pronounced, by the way, then it's going to damage your liver, which is also on all these bottles.
Yeah. But they showed him,
what they're
didn't they?
doing basically is what these women are doing is taking fatal doses.
Yeah.
Park horse.
So that's what's going on anyway.
Crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. Park horse. Shit.
Nuts.
Thank you, buddy, for the clarification on that. What else do we want to take a look at over here? What else do we want to take a look at? Let's see.
What's the next topic?
I'm gonna. I'm checking my little thing here. Let's see here. We did that one.
Ostriches.
That one. Oh yeah, ostriches. What the? No, none of that. So yeah. Okay, so let's go here. Let's go to good old Canada, up in the Great White North, eh? I think, isn't British Columbia one of those ones that wants to join the United States anyway?
I thought that was Alberta.
There's like a block of about 5 of those provinces that want to defend.
Yeah,
Alberta.
Yeah.
Well,
Alberta.
BC.
Alberta and Ottawa, I think.
British Columbia.
Saskatchewan.
This is the weirdest story. I'm gonna grab coffee.
Yeah,
real quick.
this is a crazy story. So, I couldn't pull down all. I didn't have time to pull down all the articles, but apparently there's an ostrich farm in British Columbia. There's about almost 400 ostriches on this farm. Back in May, apparently one of the other articles I read, back in May, the Canadian, the CFIA is some kind of Canadian farming something or another agency. They have purview over. They're like our USDA, and FDA. So apparently these ostriches, they had an outbreak of the bird flu, and they ordered the farm, this ranch, this basic ostrich ranch, to eliminate all the ostriches because of the fear of having the bird flu spread through their flock. And so they were going back and forth with the Canadian government and stuff like that. To the point of just this week, they started out with the RCMP, Royal Canadian Mounted Police, showed up and pretty much basically took over the property. They took over the property, the ranch, and everything. So we'll start it off here on this. Is the owners of the ostrich farm, whose flock is subject to a call order, must leave today or face removal by police called in by the Canadian Food Inspection Agency. That's who the CFIA is. RCMP and the CFIA officials arrived Monday and served a warrant on the farm in southeastern British Columbia, where the owners have been fighting the call order prompted by an outbreak of avian flu that went on to kill 69 ostriches. But they don't say it was their ostriches. This lady, whose mother is a co-owner of Universal Ostrich Farms, posted a video on Facebook page Monday evening showing the CFIA officials telling the farmers they would be allowed to stay in the bird's pen overnight. Yeah. However, the unnamed man says the CFIA has control over the property and there would be consequences if the farmers did not leave voluntarily. Basically, they took over their property. They pretty much confiscated their property, and now they have put up a lot of visual barriers. There's hay bales that they've stacked up, made a wall of hay bales around in the enclosure, high enough that you couldn't see without having a drone or something fly over. They also have erected a blue barrier fence beyond that to make sure that no one can see through to see what's going on at ground level. So pretty much, and then someone was able to get the Indian tribe, one of the local Indian tribes there, get help from them, and they actually came and they came out and took a look at the place and then declared that the property that this pen is on is unceded land by the tribe, because I think the tribe is native to the area. In Canada, they have a lot of stuff there where the different tribes have precedent over a lot of things going on, building, things like that. It's not like a designated reservation like here, but they have a little bit more, I guess, legal remedies on their side in Canada than, say, some here in the United States if it's not on a reservation area. Anyway, nevertheless, this Indian tribe declared the land the unceded, which means that they never gave it up. It's theirs. And they were able to get a Canadian Supreme Court injunction on basically the kill order until further litigation it has been done. So that's kind of where it's at right now. But I don't. It's kind of weird. A lot of people are watching this. Canadians are pissed off, completely pissed off about this. Massive government overreach. But another article I was reading that they had done some tests, but they didn't find the bird flu per se. They found something else. Only in one bird. Out of 400, they found something in one bird, but they didn't classify it as the avian flu. It was something else. And then I think that bird ended up dying, but I don't know. I mean, I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's a good thing. What's going on with the birds? I don't. I think the government will do whatever the hell they can to get what they want, and they want control. They've already taken control of these people's property, and so they want to destroy the birds, and they'll get what they want. That's usually how government works. Government gets what the fuck they want.
It's becoming like, I mean, it's like fucking a communist country almost.
Well, that's why these provinces in Canada were wanting to break away.
Yeah,
they want to break away. Now I don't know how far it's gotten. I mean, I've read stuff on Twitter, just like probably everybody else has.
Yeah.
The idea is that they want to break away, but how far have they gotten? Who knows? And this is just one of the things that is pushing people to basically leave. They don't want to be there. They elected a fucking communist. He's not even Canadian. He's a freaking communist.
Yeah.
He's not even from fucking Canada. But they elected this guy. Well, they went through the motions of electing him. Whether he was actually elected or not, it's another story. Good old Joseph Stalin's thing was, it's not who votes that's important. It's who counts the votes that's important. And we've seen that in our elections before. So, but yeah, it's pretty scummy what's going on up there. I have another article here. Let's see if I can pull this one up. If I can pull it up. Switch it out here real quick. What I want to do. Okay. That one. Yeah. So the statement, update on the Canadian Food Inspection Agency operations and custody of the ostriches at the Edgewood, British Columbia site. So, in Ottawa today, the interim stay order of the Supreme Court of Canada issued on September 24th. The Food Inspection Agency is maintaining its presence in Edgewood as a custody of the ostriches it has custody of ostriches on the farm. So they haven't let go. They still have custody of them. That means they have pretty much claim jumped their land, seized their property and the birds. So the only thing that's keeping them from going ahead and wiping out the whole flock is that court injunction by their Supreme Court. They're saying that they'll continue to provide appropriate feed and water for the ostriches under the veterinary oversight. They'll also be using feed provided by the ostrich farm regular supplier once it is delivered. They've completed an initial count of the ostriches and determined that there are between 300 and 330 on the premises. There will be ongoing efforts to determine a more precise number. They've also identified an ostrich with compromised health on the premises. Is consulting with the owners about the pre-existing treatment plans that they have for their private veterinarian. So basically, they're still there. They're just waiting. Apparently, someone posted that there was a fire in the pen, and they were claiming it was the second fire. It was over behind the hay bales, so they have this big stack of hay bales that I mentioned earlier. And so this fire was coming from, or smoldering fire, from the opposite side of that where they can't see. So I think they're killing the birds anyway. Why else would they be burning stuff? That's a pretty good size smoke too. So it's very possible that they're just going ahead and culling whatever they can. But that's pretty much what's going on in Canada. It's unfortunate. I know there was some Americans who were trying to get involved, but there's nothing we can fucking do. Really, there's nothing our government can do.
No.
So this reminds me of what happened back that caused the great egg crisis back in December and January. They claimed that these chicken farms, these hen farms with a bunch of egg-laying chickens, one of them had the flu, had the bird flu. And it was just claimed that they had the bird flu, and then the federal government steps in and says, "You got to kill them all.
And
You got to kill all these egg-laying hens."
Do you know why they're doing this? Did you hear about why they're doing this?
No, I did not. I don't know why. I thought it was because of the bird flu, avian flu. Is that not what's going on?
I saw something on Twitter where these ostrich, like somehow they have some sort of immunity to the bird flu, or they're able to crush it, and it has to do with the drug that the COVID fucking cult is pushing. And so the ostriches are basically somehow proving that the COVID drug sucks, and the other drug that the COVID cult doesn't approve works better. That's why they're trying to kill it. Basically, these ostriches are proving the COVID cult wrong.
Really?
I know that's very vague, but I saw one tweet and I'm just like, yeah, figures. And that was it. You'd have to deep dive into it.
It wouldn't surprise me.
It's something to do with COVID and the pharmaceutical company, the fucking empire, and all that bullshit. It's like one more reason why they're full of shit. And the goddamn ostriches are proving it innocently, and so they have to wipe out the evidence. That's what I read last today on this ostrich thing. Because I'm like, what the fuck do ostriches have to do with COVID?
Again, obviously, their federal government is putting a lot of money and time and effort into seizing property, securing these, almost 400 head of birds. That's freaking a head scratcher. But that would make sense.
Again, man.
Yeah,
yeah, the interest of the time, I have neither. Look it up, but that's the last thing I heard. It has something to do with the COVID cult, whatever fucking drug they're pushing, and these things are like proving them wrong somehow. I'm not sure how it connects, but that's roughly what I saw. It's weird. It's like
the ostrich farm was developing antibodies that would put an end to coronavirus.
Is that it? There you go. Yeah. Thanks, Bunny.
So a naturally occurring antibody that would destroy
in the ostriches, right? In the ostriches. And so they're like, well, we got to kill the ostriches. You see how this
it's actually in the eggs.
The eggs? Yeah. Jesus. It's insane, man. It's insane.
Yep. That's government for you. Yep. But it's just like what happened here. Well, similar in that they decided they wanted to, get rid of.
Because ostriches evidently have a natural immunity to the COVID.
Nice. Well, what do you know? That's nice. So that's like what we did. Our government eliminated 100 million egg-laying chickens, and then everybody wondered, well, why the fuck did the price of eggs triple? Hello.
Yeah.
That was the whole.
And just for the record, guys, if you don't eat eggs, start eating fucking eggs every day, because no, I'm not kidding. I just convinced a girlfriend of mine this, and my brother and everyone I talked to. Every holistic doctor, which you should listen to, not these typical fucking doctors that run for the cult. Every holistic doctor, they said it is an egg, a fucking egg is God's gift to us in the form of food. They said there is nothing better than an egg, nothing. It's the top of the chain, eggs. They say you should eat eggs every fucking day. and it's like a miracle food. And so I'm trying to do that. I'm trying to eat like at least 2 eggs a day, if not more.
There you go. Yeah.
But look it up. Even like something as simple as whatever, fucking Wikipedia, Google it, and it says, yeah, eggs. Eggs has like everything in it, dude. It's like there's nothing better than eggs. Nothing. Like nothing exists on the planet better than a fucking egg. Isn't that weird?
Yeah, and then we were trying to keep people away from eating eggs because of the cholesterol boogeyman.
And that's the best part. The fucking yolk is the best part. Remember when we were kids? I remember we were kids. They're like, don't eat the yolk. Only the white. Yeah. People are cutting out the yolk.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the best part. It's the best fucking part for you is the yolk.
Yes.
I'm telling you, everything's a fucking lie. Everything. History. Did you just see another thing I saw? The fucking skull that is, they believe the first stage of primordial man, like it's like, you know, ground zero for us, mankind. And you know how fucking old it is?
No.
1 million years old. 1
million.
Oh,
watch out.
And it blows the living shit out of history because supposedly we've only been around for a few, like fucking 100,000 years, supposedly. Between 100 and 300,000 years, supposedly, somewhere around there. But this million-year-old skull is like one of the first phases of humans, and it was just discovered by archaeologists. And so they're like, this fucking could change everything. In fact, the archaeologists didn't even believe the readings. They said, there's no way this is right. We got to do it again. No, 1 million-year-old skull. That's like us. And they're like, okay, well, gee, this changes fucking everything. No shit changes everything because they've been lying to us for fucking ever. Basically, we were born into a world of lies. Our parents didn't know. Our grandparents didn't know. We didn't know. We're starting to figure this out like 10, 15 years ago, you know? Well, and it's just everything's all right, dude.
There's some, yeah, there's that could be a subject for a whole other freaking show where we have, you know, you have things like mysterious structures, meaning buildings and things like that, which are actually here in North America and parts of Europe that you know, they have no, like, say for instance here in the United States, there was somebody was asking about the building plans, the schematics and stuff like that for a particular city building, and it's very, very, I guess what you would consider like Gothic or something like that in that style, made from like granite and all this shit. And they always have these big ass fucking doors. They're like 20 feet fucking tall. Okay. Yeah. Well, this guy decided he'd call the building and planning department and find out if there's, you know, blueprints for this building, because they claim the building was made at the turn of the century, like the 1900s. Mm-hmm. They still have to have these plans for all these buildings and structures, you know, in their records, okay, for permitting and shit. They couldn't find anything. These people at this permitting office and shit couldn't find nothing on this fucking building because they're claiming that these people are claiming that's doing this investigation. They're claiming that those buildings predate white men coming onto this continent.
Jeez.
But yeah. There's a video out there and a documentary, and it makes kind of some sense to that.
Yeah.
You know, first
I'm telling you.
What the hell are you talking about? But then they bring up some evidence, including pictures, other similarities to other structure buildings and stuff like that. But anyway, like I said, that's for a whole nother show. So let's talk about Trump, shall we?
Trump. Sure.
Trump. Here we go. Yes, Trump. Trumpity Trump. Yes. Waltz calls the UN mishaps during Trump's speech unacceptable, vows funding freeze until reforms. Yeah, So Walt says the escalator, teleprompter, and audio problems during President Trump address is under Secret Service investigation. Yeah, as it should be. Yeah. United Nations Ambassador Mike Waltz on Thursday called mishaps during President Trump's UN speech unacceptable and vowed to withhold U.S. funding until sweeping reforms are made. Also appeared on Fox Business Kudlow when host Larry Kudlow asked him about the incident that appeared as if the UN was trying to sabotage the president. Apparently, there was some UN employees that actually talked about doing such a thing in some posts on social media days before. Imagine that.
Yeah.
And but here's the funny part. Here's the funny part of it. So they have this big meeting at the UN, right? Trump's already there, and I guess there's a big bunch of there's all kinds of traffic and bullshit going on, and the president of France, good old macaroni head Macron, said he couldn't get through, so he calls President Trump on his cell phone, and this is on camera. Trump tells him to walk.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Oh, that's fucking golden. Walk. Oh shit.
I love the fact that they thought shutting down his teleprompter and letting go extemporaneous was a good idea.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He just. Oh yeah. You know what?
People are freaking out. There was some like retired Navy SEAL expert guy who said they're setting him up for his next assassination. He called it, a technical term, but he called it like a dead stop tunnel. When he stopped at that elevator, think about it, he's trapped.
Yeah,
that escalator.
Yeah.
It's like you can't go. And they called it like a dead tunnel or something. It's a military term. They said they're setting up for his assassination, and they're freaking out. They're like, it's right in front of our eyes, and it's insane. Everything's fucking.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up. And the UN building is supposedly one of the top secure buildings in the country. So if something like that were to happen on that premises, it's an inside fucking job.
Of course, yeah.
There's no way around it.
Yeah,
but anyway, so they cut the mic on Trump, and big mistake, because then you got him freestyling, and he's just gonna just crucify everybody in that building. And
he went a lot longer. They said he went longer than he was supposed to because he was free speeching.
Yeah,
free balling it.
When they freaking shut the mics down, and it's great. He called. And he talked about did we lose somebody?
Lost
Bunny. Okay.
Man, this tonight's been like fucking technical issues with everybody.
Yeah, no kidding, right? So, I mean, it's great because he was calling out all the freaking European countries and pretty much telling them that you were stupid for bringing in all these freaking immigrants that don't like your country anyway, that's destroying your country. You need to get these people out of your country because they're killing your culture, your country, and everything. And they're not assimilating, they're taking over. And I thought it was fucking great when he said that, because the expressions on these people's faces was just priceless, But yeah, they really made a mistake when they did that. Shut his mic off. But then apparently the speakers were starting to go out too. There's something with the speakers.
Yeah.
Possibly. Yeah, it's I don't know where it's on here somewhere. But anyway, yeah. So, yeah, that's right. All said is that the broadcast audio abruptly switched to Portuguese during Trump's speech before returning to English. Yeah, that's not a fucking technical glitch. That's not technical. Yeah, somebody was fucking around.
But he kept his cool, you know. I mean, he got it. He. I swear to God, he makes the best of every situation. It's crazy.
Oh, he definitely does.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's funny. The whole thing is unacceptable. The whole thing stinks. Walt said, "There's 150 world leaders there, and this only happens to him. Not once, not twice, but 3 times." He said the incidents are under investigation by Secret Service and noted that the Secretary General has pledged full cooperation. Yeah, that doesn't go very far. Secretary General, fucking the leader of the fucking One World Organization. But that I seriously, I'm of the belief that the United Nations should not exist anymore. And
I agree.
Secondly, their building needs to be
turned into a museum.
So museum. Hey, it's
of American weaponry. American weaponry.
I got a great idea. If New York wants to keep the UN, the building, turn it into a fucking homeless shelter for all these migrant pieces of shit.
No. You do what they always like to do, turning into a parking lot.
There we go. There's not a lot of parking lots in New York, I don't think.
No. And then you charge for parking, and guess what? You offset shit.
There you go. Well, they're gonna elect that Mondami guy. Everybody's stupid over there, and I bet you half the election precincts are going to be, fraudulent anyway. They're going to elect that commie piece of shit, and he's going to turn New York into just a hellhole,
Yeah.
And just it's going to turn into a fucking joke, and it's going to make Minneapolis, Minnesota look like a fucking daycare center.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good. But so they fucked with him at the UN. Hey, it's almost 8:00.
Imagine that.
Imagine that. Okay, so for my next trick, I am going to. Oh, we just jumped over there.
We lost money again.
I know. My next trick, we're going to talk about this last one, and you gotta love this because the outfit that the news organization that that I got this off of. I also saw it on Twitter. Probably a lot of people saw it on Twitter, but this is great because the news organization on this one is Pravda.
Oh, yes.
Breaking in a disgusting move, Soros-backed state attorney Monique Worley says that while a man masturbating in front of kids at a park is wrong, but it's not illegal. And guess where this fucking is? This is in Florida.
I was gonna say
Orange County, freaking Florida.
Yeah, what's
Orange County,
indecent exposure?
Yeah, it's
indecent exposure is still a crime.
Yeah.
But that's what's going on over there.
Just because it's a crime doesn't mean you're a criminal. Who was that?
Yeah, exactly. Right.
You saw that. What's her name?
Yeah.
Fuck was her name?
Crockett.
Crockett.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
Just because someone do a crime don't make them a criminal. It's like just because you murder someone, it doesn't make you a murderer. Okay. And this is a fucking leader of our country. It's insane, dude.
Yeah. These people are getting into office.
How do they get in power? Who votes them in power?
I don't think it's votes. I think they've been installed. I think it's through fraud.
It has to be. It has to be.
It's through fraud.
Yeah.
You look at how many people. Just take for instance, when Trump was running this last time for the election, how many people showed up in it was New York, and he came to like the fucking Bronx or some fucking shit.
Yeah.
Bronx or Brooklyn or someplace in New York. And he fucking showed up. And there was like a sea of fucking Democrats in there that were all going to vote for him.
Yeah.
He showed up. He showed up at AOC's district.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And they were all rooting for him, and they were all half Democrats.
Yeah.
They're like,
And the thing is, AOC hasn't been in there since she's been elected.
Yeah.
Right.
Originally.
She owns I think she has a apartment or house or something in DC somewhere.
Yeah.
But anyway, so this broad, this is all the article is. It's just that's it, just that, and it's all these other stupid articles below here. But I thought I'd bring this up because I like the name of the fucking place here, Pravda. But yeah, you know, it's not a crime. Yeah, if you're masturbating in front of kids in a park, it's wrong, but it's not illegal. Indecent exposure is illegal, especially if you're doing it intentionally. You're knowingly doing it, and it's intentional.
Would it be also like exposing yourself to a minor, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's in most states, if you have indecent exposure in front of a minor or directed to a minor knowingly with intention, it's a felony.
Right.
Now, some
because
states,
regular decent exposure that pertains to adults is it's a crime, but it's not.
But it's a misdemeanor.
As soon as you have a fucking minor involved, it changes.
If you have a minor anywhere within eye shot of you, it's a fucking felony. And yet this wonderful sack of anti-humanity here decides that, well, it's wrong, but it's not illegal.
It's so fucked up.
Why? Obviously, this person is mentally messed up, probably a pedophile.
Probably.
And you just let the motherfucker go.
I want to start drinking again if all this shit keeps going this way.
I know,
swear to
right?
God. I mean, this is why I don't deal with the news, because it's just ridiculous. It's like one thing after another, and everything's so fucking stupid. These people in power are just plain stupid. How are we not in power? Because we are smarter than them. Look, all of us are smarter than them, and here we are. And what are they doing? I don't understand.
It's just like it goes back to the Senate.
Yeah.
With why they've not allowed Trump to have the ability to do recess appointments for his cabinet, administration heads, and things like that.
Yeah.
These people in leadership positions do not have the best interest of the American people at heart.
No,
they don't.
They never have.
And they never have. And it's messed up. But that's the truth. There's no sugarcoating this shit. When John Thune, the leader of the Senate, pretty much says that, oh no, you're not going to do any fucking recess appointments. Your own team, leader of the Senate, tells the public that he's not going to let the president, who's on your team, have a shot at getting a cabinet that he wants.
Yeah.
Apparently, Thune's not on the right team.
He never has been.
Never has been. None of these motherfuckers. And that's the thing. All of these people are so fucking. It's an entrenched fuckery that's going on. That's like George Carlin said. It's one big club, and you ain't in it.
Yeah.
The Democrats are the Democrats, and Republicans are Republicans in name only.
Yeah.
You know,
I say it every fucking episode. It's what is it? Two wings of the same bird. I swear to God.
Yeah.
It really is.
Two sides of the same fucking coin.
Yeah.
And they're actually, and the weird thing is, I don't know them all, but there are individuals on the Democrat side and individuals on the Republican side who actually are 100% legit. There are some Republicans who are, you can tell, they are what they are, and they're not that whole part of it, whole bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, they are strict Republican, period. They're not a part of that whole bird thing. And I know there's Democrats who are the same way, where they are strictly Democrats and they don't.
Well,
you know but it's like, it seems like the majority is that, you think they're a Republican, but wow, they're having lunch with this Democrat over here where you thought they were enemies. And dude, it was like, you know what blew me away? The fucking baseball games with Bush sitting next to Michelle Michael Obama and Dude, like they're all there together at a fucking baseball game.
They're all part of the
fun
same
and laughing,
club.
and I'm like, wait a minute, are they like enemies? No,
they're all part of the same club.
Dude, it's so fun. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, holy shit, they hang out together. I'm like,
you
Jesus
have
Christ.
there's a big there's on the left, or Democrats, there's liberals who traditionally liberals were ones that were pro free speech and pro Second Amendment, and they had everybody's rights. They wanted everybody to have rights, okay, under the Constitution. That was your traditional liberal, okay, liberating, okay. But then you have the leftists, and the leftists are fucking communists. They're the real authoritarians or fascists, whatever you want to call them. They all end up going down the same road. They all end up being on that side, whether they're communist or fascist or fucking authoritarian. It all means one thing: total and complete fucking control. Yeah. They don't want you to have rights. They don't want citizens to have rights, but they want everybody else to have your rights and your money, and they'll do whatever they can to take your rights away from you and take your money away from you and give it to some other undeserving poor bastard that they prop up as a pawn, you know. But liberals, traditional liberals, were never that way. They were more, they wanted free speech. They cherished the Constitution. They were patriotic. Okay.
Yeah, it's like they literally switched. It's weird. It's like
and leftists are not fucking patriotic.
No,
they're anti everything American.
Fucking socialists and communists now.
They're completely that fucking side. They are completely a fucking poison to this country. But then on the Republican side, so you have Republicans and you have traditional Republicans who are close to the liberals, where they wanted, everybody to have rights and the free speech and the Second Amendment and all this other shit. Okay. They valued that, voting and keeping everything integrity and all this shit. And then you have the far right, not conservative, because conservatives are traditional Republicans. But you have the far right, which are the other spectrum. Well, actually, they're just on the other side of the fucking teeter-totter.
Are they considered nationalists? Would they be considered a nationalist, you think?
Well, the thing is, nationalism is akin to being patriotic. That's what patriotism is.
That's what far right seems to me, because they're definitely patriotic.
But
they love the USA, which makes them a nationalist. So
yes, but then you have these motherfuckers like Thune and shit, where you have the next level up from a nationalist or right wing, whatever you want to call it. The next level is the dark level of a Republican, and that's the ones that are never fucking Trumpers. They'll sell their fucking grandma down the river to fuck it to Trump.
Yeah.
We have seen that. Yeah. As soon as Trump came on the political scene, you saw a big shift from these bastions of conservative bullshit. There were a few exceptions. There were exceptions, but few. All these motherfuckers from these conservative rag publications, all of a sudden they fucking became anti-Trump. Wait a minute, what the fuck? He's your guy.
Yeah.
And then so that Trump brought out all that dark shit where these people were actually wolves in sheep clothing.
Yeah.
In sheep's clothing. That's it. They were just a Republican in name only. Rhino. That's where the rhino comes from. They side with the Democrats because the Democrats, especially the leftists, don't like Trump. They don't like Trump.
It's the classic. The enemy of my enemy is my. Exactly right.
Enemy is my friend. And so that's what you have there. And that's what we have in Congress right now. You've got these never Trumper rhinos like Thune and other people in the Senate. You do the same thing in the fucking Congress with Republicans The Republicans in name only. They don't give two fucks about you or me or anybody else and what's good for us. It's what's good for them because they're part of the club over here with their freaking psychotic communist friends of the Democrat Party.
Yeah.
They all hang out at the same fucking clubs.
Yeah.
Well, you know what it comes down to? A lot of these guys are in secret societies and call it the Skull and Bones and all these other ones and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they're bound by that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. All that bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just one big.
It's a mess. It's a
It's
clusterfuck.
a complete freaking mess. And
A
the thing is,
snafu. Situation
yes.
normal, all fucked up.
Exactly. Foobar, fucked up beyond all recognition.
All recognition.
You know what?
Exactly.
We need some better strategery.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, though, I think if the election process, if the election integrity was enforced, if they go back to paper ballots, go back to in-person voting, with exceptions of people who have to apply and show due cause for a mail-in ballot. Okay, none of this fucking ballot harvesting bullshit.
Right.
And they fucking shut shit down so people can go vote.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't they make it a national holiday like most countries?
They should. Yes, they should. They should. But election integrity is very key. I will tell you right now, the last fucking president to win all 50 states was Reagan. Am I not right, Abby? Was it Reagan?
Oh, he didn't win all 50 states.
Who won all 50 states as a Republican in recent history?
Nobody.
I thought it was him.
No, he was one shy of winning 50 states. He won 49.
Wow.
But that's probably the highest one, though.
Yeah, that's because he was going against Mondale in his second term. For a second term. And Mondale only got Minnesota, I think. So
yeah, there you go. Probably the state he was from. Well, still, anyway, he won 50 to 49 states through with paper ballots.
Yeah.
Okay. And they started all this bullshit. I think this whole thing with these electric voting machines and shit all started because of the Gore and Bush election, when Bush got elected. And the old hanging Chad.
Right, the hanging Chad. Yep.
That bullshit.
Yeah.
That bullshit right there helped usher in the voting machines, the electronic voting machines, the electronic tabulators and things like this, which is supposed to streamline shit, but really didn't.
I know. Me and Wookie have kind of differed on this opinion. I'm of the opinion that the elections, as far as the national election, they need to be standardized. You can't have this bullshit change from state to state to state because of state laws. Federal elections need to be standardized to some degree.
Yeah.
Your state stuff, your local stuff can do your state thing. You do that.
Right.
But as far as a federal election, senators, Congress people, president, vice president, it needs to be a standard thing. Yeah. As far as the election process is concerned.
They do with taxes. It's like there's federal tax, there's state tax.
Yeah.
Why can't they do it with a fucking election?
Yeah. Exactly. They need to standardize the federal election system. I think it does need to go back to paper ballots, same day voting. They could have mail-in ballots for military and elderly, like it used to be. Someone who might be indigent, physically handicapped, something like that.
Disabled,
Disabled. I think that's fine, but these mass ballots that are mailed out to, like a fucking 1,000 ballots are mailed out to one fucking address in the middle of fucking nowhere. And then these drop boxes that just get stuffed with erroneous shit, with signatures that don't match.
Well, the thing is, these mail-in ballots, they go out a month, maybe a month and a half before the election, and you can't get it into the fucking registrar's office prior to election day.
Yeah. I think they go out. I think they go out like 2 or 3 weeks before. That's when I received mine.
Yeah.
So, but I dropped mine off.
The mail, it takes them at least 3 to 4 days to get to someplace. So put it out the week before the election. Put it in your mail. Send it in. That way,
government efficiency.
Yeah.
I've never mailed back a ballot. I've
No, I
always
haven't
dropped
either.
it all.
Right.
Because again, shenanigans that occurred in 2020 where postal workers were fucking
Dumping
separating ballots and dumping
Dumping them.
Republican ballots in fucking because
woods.
the way the ballots are,
Yeah.
the way the ballots are set up, when you mail it back, what it does is it exposes either a color or a number or something or a letter stating what the political affiliation you are,
Yeah.
what that ballot's for. So they just sift through them, the ones that want to keep over here, ones that are thrown away over there.
Yeah.
And there's fucking surveillance tape of these motherfuckers pulling up in their fucking U.S. mail trucks and just dumping fucking tray after tray of ballots.
That's so fucked up, dude.
Yeah, it's fucked up, but that's why you need in person. It was a fucking miracle that Trump got reelected again. It's a miracle. It was a statistical miracle.
Oh, I think it was so overwhelming this time around because
he said too big to fail. Remember, he said they wanted to make sure they couldn't cheat. He wanted it to be so overwhelming.
Oh, they tried. They tried.
And they did cheat. He even said they did cheat. And you saw like the graph, but it was so overwhelming. He beat the cheaters. It's fucking amazing, dude. It's like Jesus Christ.
I think with this Charlie Kirk thing, what's happened since then, I think the cheat machine is still in play. They still haven't dismantled the cheat machine. My state alone, the county of Maricopa is like the epicenter of Cheatsville.
Yeah.
Because that fucking county is the worst corrupt fucking county in this whole state.
Yeah.
And that's where all the cheating and bullshittery has come from, was that fucking county. But I think with the Charlie Kirk effect, with a lot of people changing, like they've already talked about it. I mean, Scott Pressler's already talked about it. That he's seeing this in real fucking time, people changing from Democrat to Republican because of what happened to Charlie Kirk and the aftermath of what happened with all these psychopaths doing and saying what they've been doing. Yeah. And these people have been fucking red-pilled like hardcore. Mm-hmm. All of a sudden, they're like, fuck, these people are fucking nuts. Yeah. And I think that's going to make a very positive shift for the country in this next election. The problem is you still got to fight the cheat machine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. You're still going to have these mail-in ballots that are going to be counted that never were mailed out, that are never folded. We saw that in the 2020 election. So you still have that bullshit. So but I think that with Scott Pressler out there and his energy, and I think the energy that has arisen from the Charlie Kirk assassination, and all these people realizing that, holy fuck, we're losing our mind. We need to fucking right the ship. We need to get back in control. Yeah. I think these people are coming forward as changing their party affiliation so they can vote. The young people, most importantly, it's hopeful. I'm hopeful for that, but I'm not gonna fucking just throw my hands up and say, oh well, they got it, it's all good. No. Fuck that. We got to be fucking good.
We got what, 3.5 years still, right?
Yeah, we've got we've got the next one. The midterm elections are important because that's when we can not only retain control of the House and the Senate, we can actually get the rhino pieces of shit out and put people in that are actually going to work.
I've got to run here, but it's just I'd say
I gotta go.
Think how crazy it's been in the first 6 months what the
Yeah.
fuck you think's waiting ahead of us in the next 3.5 years? This is it, dude. It's like keep your
Crazy.
eyes and ears open, man, and keep
It's
these streams, because I think you're gonna find out like there's gonna be more and more incidents to talk about, and more shit that's
Yes.
you know.
Well,
I absolutely agree.
Yeah. Well, dude, thanks for having me on.
yeah,
I
man.
got to run, but it
We're
kind of went
gonna-
over. But
We're gonna call it up. Yeah, I'm gonna end it. So everybody in the chat, thank you, Danny. Thanks for coming by. B Dog, I think that was it.
yeah,
The only ones in the chat. Everybody watching, we had up to 5 or 6, I think, total watching. Thanks
Yeah.
for watching.
pretty good.
Catch some of the rerun. We'll see you in 2 weeks from tonight. We'll have another one. Tomorrow night, I think we're still doing the thing. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Who
We'll
knows?
see. Yeah. All right. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you.
All right,
guys.
We all just want to party. Yes, yes, we don't care what we're told.